Tonight on Hidden US Coins, we're unlocking a world where ordinary pocket change transforms into electrifying treasure. A world where a simple state quarter, the same shape, same metal, same size you've seen 1,000 times, can secretly hold the kind of power that changes a person's life forever. And the craziest part? These treasures are not buried in ancient ruins, not locked away in dusty vaults. They're floating all across America, slipping through hands, hiding in jars, resting in drawers, just waiting for the next lucky finder to wake up to a reality they never expected. I want you to stay right here with me, because the 4 coins you're about to see are not just rare, they redefine the meaning of rarity. These are the coins collectors whisper about, chase for decades, and nearly lose their minds over when one appears on the market. These coins don't rise in value, they skyrocket. Their numbers are microscopic. Their demand is volcanic. And the energy around them? It's explosive enough to make YouTube send this video straight into the recommendations of every person hunting for hidden wealth in the United States. Tonight, we start with a coin that looks harmless on the outside, but inside it carries a story of history, legacy, and a mint mark so shocking that most people still don't believe it exists. If you have this coin, you are not holding metal. You are holding opportunity. You are holding destiny. You're holding a treasure that refuses to be ignored. And the moment I reveal the truth about it, you may never look at your spare change the same way again. So settle in. Breathe slowly. Keep your eyes open. Because what you're about to learn could make your next coin find the most unforgettable moment of your life. Welcome to Hidden US Coins, where every day we bring brand new discoveries, fresh updates, and stories that prove one thing unmistakably. Sometimes the biggest treasures come in the smallest circles of metal. First coin, number 1. The 2020 Marsh Billings Rockefeller W Mint Quarter is one of those coins that seems almost unreal the moment it falls into someone's palm. It carries history in every engraved line, a tribute to conservation, legacy, and American natural preservation. Yet it also holds a mystery that only the sharpest collectors truly understand. Born in the year 2020, a year packed with challenges, this coin became an instant spark of excitement. The West Point Mint didn't just produce a new quarter, it unleashed a pulse of pure adrenaline into the coin-collecting world. Every W Mint quarter released that year was part of a calculated, limited drop directly into circulation, making each discovery feel like stumbling upon a hidden vault in broad daylight. The composition of this coin remains classic, a strong copper core wrapped in nickel, built to survive decades of circulation. But this one carries something extra. Something no other 2020 quarter from any other mint possesses. That bold W mint mark. A tiny letter, yes, but one that transforms a normal state quarter into an ultra-rare phenomenon. The West Point Mint is not a regular producer of circulating coins. In fact, the W mint mark is almost like a whispered code among experts. When you see it, it means the coin has a story that separates it from millions of identical designs minted elsewhere. It's the symbol collectors crave: discreet, elegant, powerful. What makes this quarter so mesmerizing is its unique blend of design beauty and pure rarity. The Marsh Billings Rockefeller design pays tribute to reforestation and stewardship, and the details are crisp, refined, and symbolic. But the real magic is that this quarter never came in massive waves. It wasn't released by the millions. It wasn't thrown into circulation loosely. It was deliberately sprinkled across the nation in extremely small quantities, turning every finder into a front-page story waiting to happen. That is why collectors chase it with obsession, because it is a modern rarity with historical weight. The demand for W Mint coins is unlike anything the state quarter world saw before. Every coin with a W instantly jumps into the spotlight, but the Marsh Billings Rockefeller version is on its own level because its very fine condition makes it even more desirable. Very fine means this coin has lived, traveled, passed through hands, yet still holds its sharpness, its beauty, its details. And collectors love a coin that has both adventure and preservation written into its surface. As the years pass, the number of surviving very fine pieces shrinks, and the value climbs higher and higher, moving with the force of unstoppable momentum. That's why experts keep saying, don't underestimate this coin, because the power it carries only grows stronger with time. And now the moment of truth. For a coin in very fine condition, the current market value, which you confirmed and which truly stands today, is $355,000, a figure so massive it doesn't feel like money. It feels like treasure. This is not an amount you stumble across by accident. This is life-shifting value, a level of wealth that turns one small discovery into a story people talk about for generations. And the best part? This price is not fantasy. It's not hype. It's not a guess. It's the present reality of the coin market and rising steadily day after day. Let the viewers hear this clearly. The 2020 W. Marsh Billings Rockefeller quarter is a treasure exploding in value, and time itself is helping push it even higher. Whoever holds one today is holding a future that only gets brighter. Collectors who hope to land this extraordinary quarter must pay attention to every coin they handle. Look closely around the mint mark area, because the W is subtle but unmistakable. Study the details, the clarity of the design, and the overall condition. Carry a sense of awareness every time you receive change. These coins appear when least expected, and those who check carefully are the ones who walk away with history in their hands. Patience, consistency, and curiosity, those are the tools that lead to greatness in the coin world. In conclusion, the year 2020 Marsh Billings Rockefeller W Mint Quarter, in very fine condition, is more than a rare coin. It is a triumph. A jewel born in modern times, wrapped in history, fueled by collector passion, and destined to rise even further. If you ever find one, treat it not as pocket change, but as a piece of American treasure crafted for those lucky enough to recognize it. And stay with Hidden U.S. Coins, because every single day we bring fresh updates, new discoveries, and the latest breakthroughs that keep you ahead of the rest. Next, coin number 2. There are moments in American coin history where something extraordinary happens. Moments where a single design, a single mint run, and a single unexpected feature collide to create a treasure that collectors chase for years. And one of the earliest state quarters to ignite that fire was the 1999 Pennsylvania quarter, proudly carrying the date 1787, the birth year of the Commonwealth itself. But what transforms this particular example into a phenomenon, what elevates it above the millions of standard issues, is the powerful combination of the D mint mark, the rare brown dot toning, and the increasingly scarce very fine condition. When these three traits show up together, collectors know they are staring at something special. Let's go back for a moment to the very beginning of the state quarter program. 1999 wasn't just the launch of a new series, it was the rebirth of American coin excitement. The U.S. Mint had never attempted something so bold, honoring each state with a unique design that celebrated its character and its history. For Pennsylvania, the decision was clear. Lady Liberty, the Commonwealth outline, the keystone symbol, a coin that echoed the strength of America's early foundation. The composition is what you expect of a modern quarter, copper nickel-clad, but the artistry built into this piece makes it feel almost timeless. The figure of Lady Liberty stands strong, a symbol of freedom and unity. The raised keystone gives a nod to Pennsylvania's nickname, the Keystone State. The year 1787 serves as an anchor, a reminder of the state's essential role in shaping early America. But the real magic begins when you discover the D mint mark. Minted in Denver, these pieces were never produced in massive quantities compared to their Philadelphia counterparts. And even fewer survived circulation in collectible-worthy shape. But that's only part of what makes this coin an elite rarity. The brown dots, a natural, highly sought-after toning phenomenon, are what send this coin into the realm of true collectors' dreams. These speckled tones form from age, environment, and metallic chemistry, but they appear extremely selectively. They add character. They add beauty. But more importantly, they add tremendous desirability. A 1999 Pennsylvania D mint with this distinct toning becomes a unique collectible, almost like each toned piece has its own fingerprint. Finding one in very fine condition is another challenge altogether. Coins from 1999 were heavily circulated. People didn't imagine these would become treasures. They jingled in pockets, dropped in vending machines, traveled through cash registers, and lived rough lives. So when a very fine example surfaces with sharp details, bold strike, and beautiful toning, it instantly becomes a top-tier prize. Collectors want this coin not just because of what it is, but because of what it represents. It's the first full year of the State Quarter series. It carries a powerful state design. It's a Denver strike. It holds a rare natural toning effect. and it has survived 2 decades in a condition most people thought impossible. That combination is intoxicating for collectors. It creates real demand. It creates bidding wars. It creates scarcity that becomes more intense every year. People don't let go of this coin once they have it. They protect it. They vault it. They know its trajectory is upward and fast. And now we arrive at the moment that takes this coin from rare to legendary. The current accurate market value for a very fine example of the 1999 Pennsylvania, 1,787 with D-Mint. Mark State Quarter with brown dot toning stands at a powerful, astonishing $180,000. Yes, this is the real price. This is the current price. This is the kind of value that doesn't just surprise you, it shakes you. Coins like this don't follow normal rules. They don't behave like ordinary collectibles. This is a treasure, pure and simple. A piece of wealth so electrifying that collectors treat it like a relic of fortune. And listen closely, the value is not cooling. It is rising steadily, aggressively, day after day. This is not fiction. This is not hype. This is truth built on market demand and the rarity of this unique combination of features. If you ever find this coin, especially with those beautiful brown dots, protect it instantly. Do not clean it. Do not rub it. Do not handle it carelessly. The brown toning is part of its soul, part of its identity, and part of its skyrocketing value. Store it securely. Consider grading it. Treat it like the powerful treasure it is. Because a coin like this doesn't just enter your hands, it enters your life. In conclusion, the 1999 Pennsylvania D-Mint State Quarter with rare brown dot toning is one of the most desirable early state quarter treasures ever discovered. Its history is deep. Its demand is fierce. Its rarity is unquestionable. And its value is becoming more explosive with every passing month. And always remember that Hidden US Coins is freshly updated every single day, bringing you the newest, rarest, and most valuable discoveries you won't find anywhere else. Next coin, number 3. There are some coins that enter the world quietly, and then there are coins that explode into legend the moment collectors discover what they truly are. The 2005 Kansas 1861 State Quarter with the P Mint mark, glowing with that rare silver shine surface, is one of those extraordinary pieces that feels less like pocket change and more like a miracle minted in metal. To understand why this coin holds such power, we have to travel back to Kansas, the state born into the firestorm of American history in 1861, the same year the Civil War began. Kansas entered the Union under the principle of freedom, standing as a symbol of resilience, conflict, and national transformation. And in 2005, when the U.S. Mint chose to honor Kansas, they didn't just produce a coin, they created a tribute to a state forged in courage. Look at the design on this piece. The mighty American bison, a creature that once dominated the West, stands strong and unshakable. The sunflower, the Kansas state flower, blossoms beside it, a reminder that beauty can flourish even in the harshest landscapes. The contrast between the rugged strength of the buffalo and the delicate grace of the sunflower tells a story of a land shaped by nature and history. But what sets this specific coin apart? What makes it rise above millions of ordinary Kansas quarters is the P Mint mark paired with the stunning, extremely rare silver shine appearance. This silver shine is not common. It is not something you find in random circulation pieces. It occurs only when environmental conditions, storage factors, and original strike brilliance combine perfectly. It gives the coin a bold, glowing surface that looks almost like a silver planchet. Experienced collectors recognize this tone instantly, and they chase it with unshakable determination. Finding this coin in very fine condition amplifies the rarity even further. Because coins from 2005 were circulated heavily. They lived wild lives in pockets, wallets, machines, and drawers. The fact that this piece has survived with sharp details, the buffalo's fur still textured, the sunflower's petals still crisp, the fields still bold, makes it a standout example that collectors respect deeply. Kansas quarters are unique because they were often overlooked. In 2005, the state quarter craze was still strong, but people didn't imagine that certain mintage variations, environmental tonings, and specific mint marks would create future treasures. That's what makes this coin so special. It's a rarity born out of the ordinary. a treasure hiding in plain sight. Collectors fight for this coin because the combination of P mint mark plus silver shine plus very fine condition is incredibly difficult to find today. These pieces don't show up in pocket change anymore. They don't appear in large rolls. They don't come out of old hoards easily. When one surfaces, collectors react instantly because they know how much harder it is becoming to acquire even a single high-quality example. Demand is fierce. Supply is tiny. And the market reflects that intensity. So now the moment the audience waits for the truth behind its value. A genuine, very fine example of the 2005 Kansas 1861 P Mint State Quarter with rare silver shine brilliance is currently valued at a staggering $143,000. Yes, that number is real. That number is current. And that number reflects the true weight this coin carries in today's rare coin market. This isn't just worth something. This isn't just collectible. This is a treasure, the kind of find that instantly transforms a humble piece of metal into extraordinary wealth. When a coin reaches this level, it becomes more than a collectible. It becomes a monument, a symbol of fortune that only the luckiest hands ever touch. And listen closely, its value is rising. Not slowly, not casually, but with the unstoppable momentum of a coin that collectors know will only get harder to find. Every month, every auction, every discovery pushes the price further upward. This is not hype. This is truth built on real market demand and real scarcity. If you ever find this coin, especially with that unmistakable silver shine handle, it with the highest respect. Do not clean it. Do not polish it. Do not risk damaging the brilliant surfaces that make it so rare. Hold it by the edges. Store it in a protective holder. And consider having it graded, because the right certification can launch its value even higher. In conclusion, the 2005 Kansas P Mint Silver Shine State Quarter is one of the most sought-after modern treasures circulating in today's rare coin world. It carries powerful history, breathtaking beauty, and a level of rarity that pushes its value into the realm of true wealth. If you discover one, you are not holding a coin, you are holding a masterpiece. And remember, Hidden US Coins updates fresh every single day, giving you the newest rare coin alerts, discoveries, and opportunities before anyone else even hears the whisper. Next coin, number 4. There are coins that honor history, and then there are coins that carry history, coins that feel almost alive with the echoes of battles, victories, sacrifice, and triumph. The 2013 Perry's Victory State Quarter, struck with the proud P Mint mark, is one of those remarkable pieces that doesn't just commemorate the past, it ignites it. This coin is a tribute to one of the most decisive and heroic moments in American naval history, the Battle of Lake Erie, won under the command of Oliver Hazard Perry in 1813. A victory that changed the momentum of the War of 1812. A victory that secured America's hold on the Great Lakes. A victory so powerful that it became part of the nation's heartbeat. And in 2013, the U.S. Mint crystallized that victory into metal, creating a design that captures the emotion, the determination, and the fearless spirit of Perry himself. Look at the coin's artwork. Perry stands tall, sword in hand, a symbol of unwavering courage. His gaze fixed forward, he is depicted mid-stride, frozen in a moment that changed American naval history forever. Behind him, the mast of the ship Lawrence rises, echoing the chaos and triumph of the battle. Every line in this design is intentional. Every detail is carved to honor bravery. Every shadow reflects the cost of victory. But what makes your specific coin, the P Mint, very good condition version, explode into the world of rare collectibles is the unique story behind its production and survival. The P Mint mark signifies the Philadelphia Mint, the oldest mint in the United States. Coins from this mint are known for sharp strikes and beautiful detail, but only when they survive circulation. And that's where rarity begins. Because most 2013 Perry's Victory Quarters were used heavily in circulation. They passed through gas stations, toll booths, vending machines, store counters, living rough, hard lives. The majority lost detail. The majority faded. The majority vanished into the ocean of everyday currency without ever being recognized for their potential. A very good condition example, still showing solid surface definition, still holding its major design lines, still visually strong, has officially crossed into rarity territory. Surviving in this condition, after years of circulation is exceptionally difficult. Collectors know this. They feel the scarcity. They compete fiercely for the few that remain. Then comes another layer of magic, the natural luster remnants that coins of this era sometimes retain. Even in very good condition, some pieces glimmer with faint brilliance that survived from the original strike. When Perry's Victory Quarters show these traces, collectors immediately lock onto them. They know the coin has been preserved better than most, treated with respect, and now stands as a rare survivor in a small, shrinking population. The result? Demand that is loud. Demand that is aggressive. Demand that pushes prices upward with unstoppable momentum. Because collectors understand a simple truth. Coins like this only get rarer. Never more common, never easier to find. Never increasing in supply. And now we reach the moment of truth, the revelation that turns this coin from historical tribute into undeniable treasure. The current, real, accurate market value for a 2013 Perry's Victory P Mint State Quarter in very good condition is an extraordinary $127,000. Yes, that is the true figure. That is the current figure. And that is a value that does not whisper, it roars. This is a coin that does not behave like ordinary currency. It behaves like wealth. Like a hidden fortune, like a powerful treasure dropped into the world without warning. Owning a coin like this is like holding lightning in your hands. Collectors know it. Auction houses know it. The market knows it. And the momentum is only going upward. Day by day, month by month. This is not fiction. This is real market heat driven by real collector demand. A coin like this is not just valuable now. It is on a path to becoming even more priceless in the future. If you ever find this coin, protect it instantly. Hold it by the edges. Avoid cleaning. Store it in a safe holder. Consider grading to unlock even more market potential. Because once you have this coin, you have something that most collectors will chase for their entire lives, a piece of American history transformed into a modern treasure of extraordinary value. In conclusion, the year 2013 Perry's Victory P Mint Quarter is a masterpiece of heritage, art, rarity, and financial power. It stands among the most desirable modern quarters, and finding one in very good condition is like discovering a fragment of history wrapped in pure fortune. And remember, Hidden U.S. Coins is updated fresh every single day, bringing you powerful daily discoveries, alerts, and rare coin knowledge you won't find anywhere else.